Hey guys, I'm going to do something different today. I saw this video come up and it literally says Catatonic Schizophrenic interview. And I'm thinking, oh wow, how could I not watch this? It looks like it's patient number 18 from the 60s or something. It's got that weird color, so I don't know exactly. But really, what makes me so interested in it is the word catatonic. Because catatonic to me means like a frozen state. Okay? Uh and and so like a mannequin be like this. That's catatonic. Okay? So I can't wait to see what that means. A frozen person. Okay? And then schizophrenia is like, I think it's multiple personalities, or where you can bounce back and forth into personalities or whatever and hear different voices. I don't know. So it's going to be super interesting. Catatonic schizophrenic interview. So let's listen to that right now. Oh, it says right there, 1961. All right, nice. I know. Okay, here we go. Ready? Everything on? Go!
How are you feeling?
Well,
How long have you been here?
3 months, May 17th.
And what brought you here?
That's difficult to answer.
Could you give me some idea?
Offhand, I can't.
Whose idea was it that you come here?
A psychiatrist.
And what happened that ended up with your being here in the hospital?
The psychiatrist decided that this was the situation for me.
Huh.
Did he tell you why?
No, the psychiatrist did not.
Has anybody told you why?
No.
Have you any idea why?
This is interesting.
Yes.
And
What?
what is that?
I am not completely like other people.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, that is crazy. This is crazy. First of all, okay, let's just dissect this way the guy looks, okay? He just looks like your beaver cleaver type of honest kid, that's a nerd, right? Some sort of a nerdy guy. He doesn't look like, but he does kind of look like a mass serial killer too, right? He could be in a movie just the way he looks too, but that's just because of our thinking. That has nothing to do, he probably looks normal for that time, okay? We just look at these kind of people from movies and stuff and we go, oh, he looks like a serial killer. But he probably looks normal back then. His hair, everything about him, his sweater, his pants. But he says, I've been here 3 months since May 17th. Or May 17th, I don't know. He knew the exact date. He knew when his 3 months was. The kid is smart, okay? He doesn't know why he's there. He's been there in the hospital, probably a mental hospital, for 3 months. And he's like, some psychiatrist told me I need to be here because I don't act like everybody else. Wow. Let's keep going. Go!
People dislike me because I am not completely like them.
And in what way are you different?
Huh.
I am trying to do with my life something which few people try to do. And this influences my thinking and consequently my actions.
What is it you're trying to do with your life?
Play the piano for people.
Oh, wow. First of all, did you hear? Okay, let's just talk about how he looks right now. His face looks super oily, but it's perfectly smooth. He's got lights shining on it. I don't know if they like doctored that up, from the 60s and put makeup on him for the interview or whatever, but I don't know if they would have, I don't know. It's probably that's just the way he looks, okay? It's just kind of creepy looking, but yet, boy, don't we wish we all had perfect skin? I mean, I look like I played goalie for the dart team, okay? This guy has perfectly smooth skin. Jealous. But did you notice his catatonic state, really? His eyes are moving like this. Try this. Try to move your eyes and talk and not move your body. He's staring perfectly straight. And he's sitting there talking. He's looking at everybody. I just can't do that. I have to move. I have to sit there and move. I move my head when I talk. I tilt when I'm thinking. I do everything. This guy doesn't. His brain is literally not, it's not like the guy's paralyzed. His brain is just not telling him, okay, move your head, right? And he is kind of catatonic looking. I mean, wow. So, what do you say? Oh, I want to play the piano for people. Yeah, let's just keep going, man. Go!
I'm not clear. How is it that playing the piano for people has eventually resulted in your being here in the hospital?
I sit differently when I play the piano, and when I'm away from the piano, I occasionally look differently from other people, and this has caused dislike from people.
They dislike you because you sit differently at the piano?
Yes.
What way do you sit at the piano that people would dislike you?
I cannot describe an illustration of how I sit.
Wow.
And I can't imagine it, that it would make people angry at you or at least dislike you. How do you know they dislike you?
My father does, and doctors do, because of the way I appear in relationship to the way I sit at the piano, and occasionally stand when I'm away from the piano because of the way I sit at the piano.
How do you...
Oh my goodness, you guys. This is insane. I gotta hear some more. Okay. No. I want to talk about his sentence structure really quick. His sentence structure. Do you notice how his brain... I might sit there and go... He goes, how do you sit at the piano? I might go, dude, let me just tell you how I sit at the piano. I kind of go like this, Kind of, I lean back like this, and I do this, and... I know it's not conventional, but, really... Or maybe I should sit like this and put my shoulders back and put my arms up, and... Yeah, I look a little catatonic, but... it's how I play, and it helps me play because when I sit up straight, people like it because it's prim and proper, and it's kind of a, it's a high-class instrument. That's how I got to do it, right? He can't do that. He literally can't do that. His brain has to say, move your body at the same time that you're talking, but he can't. He moves his eyes only. So how would he even be able to describe how he sits at the piano unless he can move his body? And he can move his body, right? I mean, if it's not like he's paralyzed, right? So his brain just can't move the body but then he thinks of the perfect words to say. I take 2,000 words to explain something because I'm so fascinated with. This guy goes, I need to take every single word and it has to mean exactly what I want to say. So let me think here for about 15, 20 seconds before I respond. I have 12 words that are perfectly formulated to tell this guy exactly what I think right now, and he'll understand exactly what I'm saying. Like, I'm hanging on every word that this guy says. Every single word I'm hanging on. Because he will explain exactly what he means right then. I'm sitting there talking to you guys for like processing in my brain for like 5 minutes and going, sorry, I'm speaking too much, right? This guy's like, hey, I'll take 20 seconds to think about what I'm going to say. But when I say it, you know exactly what I mean in 3 seconds, and we don't need to say anything else. And then you can ask your questions. Right? Oh, man, it's crazy. And he also said, okay, let's just go.
Stand when you're away from the piano that they dislike you.
I can't describe an illustration.
Does it feel to you any different from the way other people stand?
Yes, it feels different.
In what way?
Wow. Yeah, how?
This is becoming too involved to describe.
Oh, dude, listen to that. His brain literally can't, he literally can't use his body to say, look, man, I slouch. Look, let me show you how I sit and how I stand. Let me stand up here and show you. Can I show you real quick? Dude, the guy would have said yes. He's like, this is too involved. I can't even formulate the way I look. Like, I can't tell you in words the way I look. Oh, amazing. Go.
Would I be right in assuming then that you don't feel that you belong in the hospital, but that other people did feel that?
As soon as I express the belief that I do not belong in this hospital, which is a mental hospital, then those who dislike me want to find a worse place for me.
Oh my goodness.
I'm not sure I understand. Could you make that clearer for me?
No.
Oh my goodness.
Is this a way of...
Yes, I can.
Can make it clearer. Found some words.
As soon as I express the belief that I do not belong in this mental hospital, then those who dislike me want to find a hospital where the living conditions are not as good as this.
I'm kind of pissed right now. I'm kind of pissed. This kind of pisses me off. He said, my dad doesn't like me. And then these doctors don't like me. I don't belong in this hospital. I don't know why I'm here. But as soon as I express the belief that his words are so perfect. As soon as I express the belief that I don't belong in a hospital, I know that if I do that, they're just going to say, well, we'll put you in a different hospital. And these living conditions are not ideal, but they'll put me in something worse. They just don't like me. Okay? Think about that, you guys. He's not talking about his mom. Hey, my mom doesn't like me. Maybe he doesn't have a mom, but let's just say it's Beaver Cleaver. He's got a mom. His mom's like, oh, I'm so proud of my kid. He plays the piano beautifully. Yes, he's a little weird, but he plays the piano and he serenades us. The dad's like, oh my goodness, son. I want you to go outside, play some football, ride your bike, man. Get some friends. You're a weirdo, man. You're a nerd. You need to do something with your life, and all you do is sit at the piano all day and play the piano. Well, back then they didn't have the knowledge that we have today. Maybe this guy has autism, right? I've seen people with autism that are playing the piano, but they just have no social skills. They have no social life. They don't know how to be social. That looks like that to me with this guy. He has no social capabilities whatsoever. But he's smart. I don't see multiple voices sitting here going, I don't see the schizophrenic type of thing. I don't know where that's involved in this. He seems like he's in control of his own mind, but he's just a little strange. We have bipolar nowadays. We have ADHD. We've got autism. They're like, oh, this guy is a catatonic schizophrenic. Well, yes, he is catatonic. Okay, I'll give you that. You look at his face. His face. So if here's the doctor in the shadow, and here's him over here, he's looking this way. Okay, his face is pointed this way, but his eyes are pointed this way at the doctor. Right? He literally looks at the doctor like this. Like, I have to turn and go, hey, dude, what's up, man? Hey, man, what's happening, man? I can't sit there and just move my eyes and look at the doctor, right? He's staring straight. So, yes, I give you that. But where I'm getting pissed off a little bit is nowadays people say, look, I've got an autistic kid. I'm going to have to raise him the rest of his life. He cannot go out and get married. He cannot go out and have kids. And yeah, he's a great piano player, and we're going to have him do all kinds of stuff, playing the piano or whatnot. But, these guys are like, oh, I just can't take it. I'm putting him in a mental institution. And he said, I'm in this mental institution, right? Like, I don't belong here, but whatever. They don't like me. They're going to try to fix me or whatever. I don't know. Okay. I know I shouldn't be pissed, but this is a bummer for this person. He's a human being. All right? And maybe we're going to see some crazy stuff here. But who knows? Go!
But why are you in the hospital in the first place? I'm not clear.
Because I'm working to do something in my life which most people do not do. This influences my thinking and occasionally my actions, and a psychiatrist has noticed this.
What has he noticed?
Likes the actions and the thinking, and has decided that I should be here to change them.
What actions?
How I talk and how I look right at this moment.
Oh, unbelievable.
And how would you describe the way you're talking and looking right at this moment?
As other people talk, and at this moment, however, I've been told that it is not the way other people talk and look.
Have you any idea in what way it's not like others?
No, because I believe it is as other people talk.
So then, from your point of view, not from other people's point of view, from your point of view, you look, you talk, you think, you behave as other people do. You're very interested in learning to play the piano. You sit at the piano a little differently from the way someone else might, and you stand somewhat differently.
Occasionally I stand differently.
Now that, in itself, doesn't seem, on the surface, to be sufficient reason for being in a hospital. So what other reasons have been given to you, or what other reasons do you understand are the causes of your being here?
I'm supposed to not be mentally well.
Oh. And what's supposed to be wrong with you?
No doctor has told me.
Wow.
That's hard to believe.
That is hard to believe.
I tell the truth.
Oh, I gotta pause it. Wow, you guys. Can you imagine being this guy? Like, yes, he's weird. Trust me, he's weird. But he sounds perfectly capable in his brain to understand things. People are saying now what he doesn't understand is they're saying you talk differently than other people. He goes, well, I feel like I do talk the same as everybody else. Yes, in his brain he's thinking, I can still think like everybody else. I talk like everybody else. He's not realizing the catatonic part. If somebody would say, look, well, can you move your arm? Can you shake my hand? Can you not stand differently, whatever differently is? Can you do something? Maybe he can work on those kind of things. Who knows? This guy's completely clueless because nobody's told him. They just say you're weird. So you got brain issues, okay? Crazy. Go.
What are your plans? If things should go well, if you were to leave the hospital, then what?
I need financial help from my father to prepare me for obtaining a job as a piano instructor at a university where I will be able to teach people how to play the piano and also play the piano for people.
Have you had the training yet to permit you to be an instructor?
No, I have not.
Have you tried?
I don't understand what you mean by...
Have you tried to get the instruction?
Yes, I have tried.
What's happened?
I have not had the correct environment for the instruction, nor the correct financial help for the instruction, nor the correct instruction.
Have you been accepted for such instruction?
By some teachers, yes.
And by others, no?
Yes. Again, it has been about half and half.
Have you started any such instruction with those who did approve of it?
Yes.
And how has it gone?
With some it has gone well, with some it has not gone well.
Oh crap, it's the end. Are you kidding me? That's the end. I want to see more of that. Dadgum. Okay, let's talk about that. Just like all of us, we're raised in our families, and we kind of expect, hey man, I want to become a psychiatrist. I want to go to college. And the parents go, okay, well, we have a little bit of money. You're going to have to get some financial aid, blah, 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 blah. Back then it was different. It wasn't as expensive. People tried to put their kids through college and stuff. I remember my dad was the only person that went through college, and he had to put himself. He worked 3 jobs and all this crap. I heard all the stuff that he did. He put himself through college, and he made it, right? Nowadays, we can't work 3 jobs because college, they've raised it so high, it's ridiculous. But everybody aspires, not everybody, but, this kid sounds like he's aspiring to, hey, I need my parents to financially help me go to college. I want to teach piano. That would help me learn how to teach people piano. I can be an instructor at the university, but I can't do that on my own because I don't have any money. In fact, I'm in a mental hospital because of the way I talk and people don't like me. But other than that, if I could just go out and do that, I could be, just like we want to be a psychologist. Okay? The kid has aspirations to do this kind of stuff. And he's not ever going to be able to do it. Ever. Because nobody will help him. Nobody will help him. I don't know if he's sitting in the stinking... this is what pisses me off. He's probably sitting in this mental institution, and maybe they don't, most of them put that morphine and whatever to calm them down or whatever, so they just sit there in the corner and go, duh, until they die, okay? Maybe they don't have to do that with that kid because he's sitting in the corner and he's catatonic. But still, he's a human being sitting in the corner, catatonic, wishing that he could go to college to learn how to instruct people. And yes, his teachers probably were like, hey, man, I can't take your kid on because, yes, he's a really good piano player, but I have to teach him, the key of E and F sharp and blah, 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 blah. And as I'm telling him, yes, he understands it, but it takes too long. Like, I need an hour-long session. It takes me too long because he talks so slow and he processes so slow. Even though he's a musical genius and he can get it, I just can't take him on because I get paid by the hour and $20 is, I can't do 3 hours with your kid, right? Because I got to talk fast. I need people to process fast. I give them homework fast, okay? That's the way our society is. This guy's not. He's not. And it really makes me wonder what happened with this kid's life. What happened to this kid? Man, I wish I knew. He's just patient number 18. There's no name, no nothing. Wow, guys. Tell me your thoughts on this. This is super interesting stuff. Thanks for hanging out. Peace.